couple of your favorite R&B hits.
Jams from back in the day and a little something to keep your head nodding.
This
is Cafe Mocha. It's Cafe Mocha. On the way, it's the Light Mix Plus.
Yes.
You've seen these dysfunctional couples on Maury forever.
Yes.
And now there's a special show just for them.
We need it.
Lauren Lake is the judge of Paternity Court, and she's joining us here on Cafe Mocha.
It's official right now. In 4 minutes.
It's Cafe Mocha. This weekend we're talking about one of our favorite topics,
Love and relationships. What was the worst breakup you ever had?
Well, I think the worst had to be like a live-in relationship.
Yeah.
Because then you got to pack up all your stuff. And I just remember we got into this big old fight out in the middle of the street. That's not I don't even function like that. Mm-hmm. And I packed up my stuff and my dog and I went to a hotel and I was like, forget it.
Well, there are signs that when it's like a breakup is about to occur.
Before you have to fight in the street,
yeah, before you got to throw them clothes out. It's like, first of all, if there's a lack of contact that y'all having, y'all not really talking, it's something going on. Like either y'all got to talk or y'all got to get it going on. If there is no talk of the future happening, if he, doing his thing, talking I'm going to Christmas with my mama and he ain't inviting you, something is going on.
That's true.
If it's a lack of effort that's happening. I remember I was dating a guy one time and he didn't have a job. And I was like, when you gonna get a job? And he was like, I'm like, okay, you don't care about our relationship, So there are certain signs, ladies, and you have to look for the signs. And when you see the signs, start working on your future. My thing in my book, Love 'Em or Leave 'Em But Don't Get Stuck with the Tab, is to love yourself first, and then love will follow. So look at the signs and pay attention to it, so you ain't got to throw them clothes out in the street. Okay, we'll be right back. Cafe Mocha.
We're talking about the good, bad, and ugly of relationships. More coming up, but right now I need you to go to facebook.com/Cafe Mocha Radio and vote for Cafe Mocha.
Hey everybody, it's your girl Tamar Braxton, and I'm hanging out with my ladies, MC Light, Angelique, and my homegirl Lonnie Love on Cafe Mocha, radio from a woman's perspective.
It's Cafe Mocha, Angelique and Lonnie Love.
Yes.
Talking about relationships.
Yes.
On the way, by the way, we have the judge from Paternity Court.
Yes.
Coming up.
Yes, Lauren Lake will be joining us. But we wanted to talk about, I wrote a book, a comedy advice book, because I think some of y'all need to learn how to laugh at these relationships. But there's also seriousness in a relationship when, how do you deal with a breakup? A lot of us can't deal with breakups, and we have a hard time. My suggestion when you're dealing with breakup is, one, give yourself the time to mourn the breakup.
You know, and that is so important, Lonnie, because a lot of people I know, their relationships overlap, or they half in this one, half in that one.
Yeah, you trying to rebound and all that kind of stuff. No, if it was a serious relationship you were dealing with, you need to give yourself time to get over that relationship.
That's right.
But don't be jumping in someplace else and ruining somebody else's life.
Thank you.
Because you might still have feelings. Something may happen. You need to get some closure in that relationship. Then the second thing you need to do to get over is give yourself an amount of time, whatever it is. And once that time, I don't know what your time, whatever the time is for you, then once that time is over, you start making plans to get back into the swing of things.
See, that's where I always go wrong, because I don't give myself a date. I just wallow for, and then 6 months.
Give yourself a date. If you want to do a year, do a year. I wouldn't do that long. I don't let nobody get me down that long, okay?
Well, but we get distracted by work, we get distracted by other things, and then we look up and go, oh gosh, I haven't been dating.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the purpose of saying, let's end this, and then I'm going to get back into the swing of things, and you provide time for yourself. If you got your kids, make sure you keep them involved, make sure you focus on them, and then you set some time just for some adult time with yourself. Get a babysitter, get your mama to watch those kids, go out and have you a good time.
Now, what about the back and forth thing? Because I know so many people who are in and then out and then in it. How do you make that clean break?
You have to set some rules. And it's like, in life, we don't want to have rules, but you have to have certain rules, and you have to make some decisions. Like with me, if a guy hit this twice, we go together. That's what I say. You know what I'm saying? So you have to set certain rules. So if it's this back and forth, no, y'all have to sit down and say, what are we doing here? Are we either going to be together or we're not going to be together? And if you're not going to be together, that means delete out that phone, delete out the Facebook, the Twitter. Don't follow, don't stalk, don't do nothing. You go on and get you another life because, girl, you can do it. I'm for the women. The men made the rules, but we break it all the time, okay? So get your life, get yourself together, and we'll have more Cafe Mocha coming back.
Don't forget to log on to Facebook.com/Cafe Mocha Radio and vote for Cafe Mocha. We need like 100 votes, y'all. Help us out.
This is Cuba Gooding Jr. with my ladies, MC Light, Angelique, and Lonnie Love on Cafe Mocha.
It's Cafe Mocha. I'm Angelique along with Lonnie Love.
Yes. This is my new favorite show.
You know, for years we've been hearing Maury say, you are not the father. Now we have a brand new type of show that is dedicated specifically to these people. And it is hosted, well, judged by a Renaissance woman. She's an attorney. She's a life coach. She's a motivational speaker. You see her all the time on HLN.
And telling people off. And telling the truth, okay? It's Lauren Lake. Hey, Miss Lake. How are you?
Hey, ladies. I'm fantastic and really happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
We're glad to have you. I want to know how this came about. I mean, I see the need for it, but...
Yeah, it's called Paternity Court.
Yes.
It premiered
Yes.
in September. Tell us about it.
Yes, it did. Paternity Court is like a talk show and court show hybrid.
Okay.
Basically, we're bringing the paternity issue to a legal setting.
Right.
And that's something that hasn't been done before. So we're taking the science component, and that's in there. Are you not the father? Are you sisters? Is this your grandchild? But then we're giving people some knowledge as to how this affects you legally, the rights, the ramifications, the responsibilities, and then from there, trying to empower them to figure out how they go on from there. We're taking it seriously in this courtroom. Now, the stories, they're outrageous. And the people are colorful, you know, but I really am proud of how we're handling this subject matter, and the proof is in the pudding. Our families, our litigants are calling us back and saying how being on our show has changed their lives. They have a different perspective about this issue, and it's about the kids at the end of the day. Our show is about the children.
Yes, okay? Cafe Mocha.
It's Cafe Mocha. Coming up, we're going to be celebrating our anniversary. We brought you guests like Michelle Obama. Every year we send somebody to New Orleans for the Essence Music Festival. We honor trailblazers with the Cafe Mocha brunch, but there's so much more we want to do. We just need a little help from you. Do us a favor. Go to Facebook.com/Cafe Mocha Radio and vote for Cafe Mocha. On the way, we're talking paternity court.
Let me see you go back. Let me see you come forward.
We're talking to Lauren Lake, host, judge, attorney. You need all of that when you're dealing with paternity. It's called Paternity Court. Tell us, have there been any cases to stand out in your mind?
Oh, absolutely. We have had some amazing cases. We've had a case where one mother gave her daughter 13 possible names of the men that could be her father.
Oh, stop it.
Now,
She a regular on the show, huh?
You look at this woman and your first instinct is to judge, to say, now that's ridiculous. I don't know how you could get yourself in that situation. And yet what I think the best part of our show is that we get time to peel back those layers. And by the time you talk to that mother and figure out her life history, you begin to realize that the paternity issues are often generational. She didn't value trying to figure out who her daughter's father was because she didn't know who her father was. And it had happened to her. And so we see this time and time again. We have a people that 29 years secrets have been kept from them.
Wow.
And all of a sudden, the person they believe is their father has been revealed that this man is not their father. So the stories they're overwhelming. Some days, I'm telling you, I'm laughing because the people are so outrageous. And then other days, I'm nearly in tears because I feel for these people.
Right.
I feel for them.
Coming up, we're going to talk about DNA and how to get set up and how you can do it if you don't have the money.
I need to hook some of my cousins up. So we'll be right back. Cafe Mocha.
Here we go.
This is Trey Songz with my ladies MC Light, Angelique, and Lonnie Love on Cafe Mocha.
It's Cafe Mocha with us live in studio. Beautiful, gorgeous Renaissance woman.
Paternity court judge.
That's
Lauren
right,
Lake.
Lauren Lake. Now, I had a cousin who had a baby many years ago. We just found her when she was 17. Beautiful addition to our family.
Oh,
but
that's
let's
wonderful.
talk about wonderful opportunities we have to connect with people if we don't have money. Because my cousin, it wasn't that he didn't want anything to do with the kid. He didn't know the kid existed. How do we do that? How do we get the DNA test? What lawyer do we call to make this woman or man do the paternity test?
Well, back in the day, paternity tests were blood tests. And so a lot of people never got around to having them. They didn't have the access. But today it's very different. Paternity tests can be administered very simply. A simple swab of the cheek of the child and the prospective parent, and it can be done. I mean, they sell home kits. There's
home kits?
Yes, you can order a kit and you can and absolutely perform this test at home, send it away for testing, and get the results.
Okay.
It's a lot more affordable.
Now, what do you want the viewers to take away from your show?
I want the viewers to understand that paternity is something that it's okay to talk about. It's okay for a person to come into our courtroom and or even step forward in their family and say, there is a secret and I want to know. And most importantly, I want them to know that our show is about bringing families together, helping fathers be better fathers, helping mothers be better mothers, helping people understand that sometimes in life, when things fall apart, that can be the seed to grow a new beginning.
The show is called Paternity Court. Our judge, Lauren Lake, is here. She stepped into Cafe Mocha. We can find out the stations. You have a Twitter page, you have Facebook, you have Instagram. It's Paternity Court.
Yep, at Paternity Court.
At Paternity Court on Twitter. Mm-hmm. You can find out all the stations. Also, you have Facebook.
And we've got Facebook.com/Paternity Court. Or if you just want to find your local listings, because we're syndicated all across the country, just go to paternitycourt.tv.
Well, thank you and congratulations. This is something that's needed too.
Yes.
So, and some of y'all need to contact, look at the judge, because some of y'all know y'all daddy.
I'm here for you. We're here for you.
Can you just go to the website and say, hey, I need to do
Sure,
this?
if you go to the website, there will be a number there that you can call, and if you have an issue, we will most certainly be in touch with you.
It's the Cafe Mocha Express. I'm Angelique. And thanks to Kerry Washington, Saturday Night Live received their best rating since last March when Timberlake was on.
The producers at Saturday Night Live would like to apologize to Kerry Washington for the number of black women she will be asked to play. We made these requests both because Miss Washington is an actress of considerable range and talent, and also because SNL does not currently have a black woman in the cast. As for the latter reason, we agree this is not an ideal situation and look forward to rectifying it in the near future. Unless, of course, we fall in love with another white guy first.
Kanye's only sold 500,000 copies since his album came out in the summer. He's canceled his concert tour with rumors swirling that the tickets aren't selling, but he still thinks he's the most influential.
We're the most influential because it's true, especially with clothing. Nobody's looking at what Obama is wearing. Michelle Obama can't Instagram a pic like what my girl Instagrammed the other day.
Thank goodness. Over the past 4 years, we've brought you guests like Michelle Obama, sent listeners to the Essence Music Festival, honored trailblazers with the Cafe Mocha Brunch. Now we need you to log on to Facebook.com/Cafe Mocha Radio and do us a favor. Vote for Cafe Mocha.
It's Cafe Mocha. It is now time for the MC Light Mix. Even though she's on the road, we still jamming. So let's get it going.
Back to life.
Yeah.
Back to reality.
Cafe Mocha.
Back to life.
Light mix.
Back to reality.
Here we go now.
Back to life. However do you want me? It's alright. I'm gonna fight. You can ride if you choose to.
Cafe Mocha, 3 distinct flavors, 1 experience. This is the light mix. We're slamming right into this one right here. Ah, yes. Bobby Brown, now, calm down. Come on. It's Cafe Mocha. That's right, we winding it up right now. This is Light the MC. You're checking out the light mix right now. As we rolling out the hits, take you back in the day. Here we go. Y'all know how this goes. TJIF. Yes, be sure to check us out at CafeMochaRadio.com. Download the app. It's free, baby. It's Cafe Mocha. Be sure to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, download the app, get connected. It's the Light Mix on Cafe Mocha. Here we go.
Get my book, Love 'em or Leave 'em, but don't get stuck with the tab. We also want to thank Lauren Lake of Paternity Court. Check out paternitycourt.tv.
I'm sorry, I love that show.
You do?
I do.
You like mess. All right.
I like mess.
We'll see y'all next week. Cafe Mocha.
Cafe Mocha is a production of Miles Ahead Broadcasting in association with Cumulus Media Networks. Executive producer Sheila Eldridge, writer and producer Angelique Perrin. For comments and more information, visit CafeMochaRadio.com.